Pi Network has been quietly building out something most people aren't paying attention to, a decentralized token launchpad inside its ecosystem. The first test token launched on Pi Day 2026 and gave Pi real data to work with. Now the second test token, Slice, is live with major changes based on that feedback. Today we break down what changed, why it matters, and what Pi Launchpad is actually trying to become. What is Pi Launchpad? Pi Launchpad is Pi Network's mechanism for launching ecosystem tokens. But it works differently from typical crypto fundraisers. Most token launches are designed to raise capital. Projects sell tokens to investors and pocket the proceeds. Pi's model flips that. Ecosystem tokens on Pi Launchpad are designed for user acquisition and product utility, not capital raising. Instead of the project keeping the Pi raised, the proceeds go into a liquidity pool paired with the ecosystem token, bootstrapping liquidity from day one. The goal is connecting real apps with real users and giving pioneers transparent access to tokens they can actually use inside those products. The first test era. The first test token was called IRA, launched on Pi Day 2026. The numbers were significant. Over 478,000 pioneers participated, staking a total of 36 million test Pi. About 198,000 pioneers committed 14.72 million test Pi, with 11.71 million of that actually going toward token acquisition. But Pi also identified clear problems. Many pioneers staked but never committed, meaning they started the process and dropped off. The staking and committing steps were on separate screens, the relationship between the two was confusing, and the overall flow had too many moving parts for users new to DeFi mechanics. Pi took that feedback seriously. Slice is the result. What changed with Slice? The biggest change is simplicity. Slice removes the separate staking step entirely and centers everything around one action, the commitment amount. Here's how it works now. You choose how much test Pi you want to commit, either from quick select options or a custom amount. Pi Launchpad then automatically calculates your fair access hold, a temporary hold on additional Pi designed to prevent whales from crowding out smaller participants. The hold scales progressively, meaning larger commitments require proportionally larger holds. Then both transactions are submitted from a single screen. The hold is not a purchase. It stays yours and gets returned after the hold period ends. Other updates include engagement bonuses now shown as a percentage bonus on tokens received rather than a discount on price, and the detail view is now one scrollable screen instead of 3 separate pages. Together, these changes are designed to make Pi Launchpad accessible even for pioneers who have never touched DeFi before. Why Slice is different. Here's the detail that makes Slice more significant than IRA. Slice is connected to Slice of Pi, a real, working Pi integrated game that uses Pi payments and Pi's ad network. This matters because Pi can now collect genuine engagement data. When pioneers interact with Slice of Pi and then participate in the Slice launch, Pi learns whether product engagement actually influences token launch participation. That's real DeFi product research, not just a UI test. Pioneers who engage with the app may also qualify for a percentage bonus on the Slice tokens they receive, creating a direct incentive to actually use the product rather than just speculate on the token. Balanced take. The honest reality is these are testnet tokens. Slice will never go to mainnet. Pi has been clear about that. This is infrastructure testing, not an investment opportunity. But that framing is actually a positive sign. Pi is stress testing its DeFi mechanics in a low-stakes environment before real pioneer funds are involved. That's responsible development, especially for a platform with 60 million users who are still learning how blockchain and DeFi work. The real test comes when Pi Launchpad goes mainnet. That's when the token model, liquidity pools, and fair access mechanics face real market conditions. Pi Launchpad is one of the less discussed parts of Pi's ecosystem build-out, but it could become one of the most important. If it works as designed, it gives Pi apps a legitimate token launch mechanism with built-in liquidity and real users from day one. The Slice test token is open until Pi 2 Day, June 28, 2026. If you're a pioneer, it's worth trying just to understand how the mechanics work before mainnet launches. Are you participating in Slice? And do you think Pi's Launchpad model can compete with other DeFi platforms? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for more Pi ecosystem breakdowns.